I guess so many people covered in the SQL topics. Whoever joined just now can introduce yourself. Just now, few people joined, right? For Snowflake only. Okay. Yeah. How much experience means any idea on SQL things? Okay. Other people's, I'm not sure who and all join now. Linga ready. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Then you can manage. Okay. Anybody wants to share your information about yourself? Yeah. Yeah. Ravindra. Okay. 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 If you want to learn SQL means you can join at 7. Okay. Actually, yeah, I will going to cover. Actually, you will go with Snowflake once your course completed. Okay. But if you want to work as a Snowflake developer, you should be having very good knowledge with SQL. Yeah, frankly, I'm telling, if you don't if you are not aware of SQL, you cannot able to work with, on the Snowflake and all. If you know very well SQL, if you don't know a Snowflake also, you can able to work. Okay, but you should be very strong in the SQL and all. You should be having very good experience with any database. Okay, for all the people I'm telling. Okay, anybody wants to share about yourself? Yeah, Mahesh. Yeah, Mahesh. Okay. 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 Yeah. 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 Uh, Yeah, a few people are already searching for Snowflake. Okay, in previous batch students. Okay, for them I am just now giving. Can anybody share that one? How many calls you are getting for the Snowflake daily? Vineet, Ali, minimum you will get minimum 5 to 10 calls from the if you are having experience 4 plus years of experience. Okay, first still you are getting the that many calls with Snowflake. Maybe you are not getting with for other technologies, but nowadays actually what are happening now in Snowflake side, people are moving from on-premises storage to the Snowflake side. Okay, so I guess you people are having knowledge on what is cloud. Okay, how it will works. Anybody have any doubts in that one basic things? Okay, anybody have any doubts? Let me talk that one first. Okay, let me introduce myself first. Myself Balu. I am having overall 8 years of experience. 2 years on Snowflake. Okay, I have involved in the many migration projects. Okay, in the previous company, that is Impetus. Currently working for TCS. Okay, as a Snowflake developer. Okay. See, in the actually in real time nowadays, what happening in the organization sides? So people are moving from RDBMS. Okay, whoever doing the analysis and all. Okay, nowadays getting huge amount of data. Earlier they are thought actually for analysis purpose and all they are using the Teradata like that. Okay, disk storages. Actually, RDBMS means Oracle and all very costly, but Teradata will be used for the doing the analysis and all. Earlier days, Teradata and just 10 years back, people are using Hive. Okay, Hive means it's a cluster storage. Okay, just I'm giving brief before Snowflake what will be there, what they are using for that. Okay, so Hive and Teradata like that they are using, but that and all actually they are using the clusters. Cluster means group of systems, and there will be having some RAM. RAM and that and all, they are combining the systems, and they are even storage also. Okay, yeah, let's take 10 to 15 systems as a one cluster, and they will combine the your memory. Memory means it's a RAM. Okay, and your RAM memory is your hard disk. Okay, that will be stored as a one location. Okay, one storage location. Okay, like that they are using, and they are utilizing the to store the transactional data, not transactional data, for analytical purpose. They are using such type of things in data warehousing. Okay, so data warehousing, why we can use for that win means, if you want to on top of that, if you want to do analysis. Okay, analysis means transaction means whatever you are doing the DML operations, that is transactional. Analysis means on top of, if you want to perform, if you want to give some suggestions to the users, if you want to give some recommendations for them. Okay, you want to do, you have to analyze the data. Okay, who and all comes under which category. Okay, the people, how much can able to means, you can able to calculate the capacity. Okay, how much he can able to earn, how much he can able to spend on his real life. So what are all the products he is showing to purchase the things and all. Okay, that and all things, these analysis are doing in the, as of now they are using the Teradata systems and Hive environments. Like that we are having some environments. Now these are all actually disk storage, and you have to purchase before starting your business and all. Okay, so here disk storage will be very costly actually, hardwares and all. Okay, but these things, and also you are getting the huge amount of data to to control these things. Okay, means with Teradata and all, you cannot perform very fast manner. Okay, you can do Teradata will support parallelly. You can work on that with the separate clusters and all, but still you cannot get that much improvement in that one. So that's why people are migrating from Teradata Hive environments to the Snowflake. Okay, to do the analysis. So what Snowflake will give now, it's a scale up and scale down. Okay, whenever you are getting the huge amount of data, huge amount of traffic, that time, that by changing the warehouse size. Okay, by changing the your server size, you can able to process the data and all. Okay, data warehouse things and all. Okay, and you can store huge amount of data. Let's assume, for as of now you are using the Teradata. If you are assuming like that means, if you are purchasing some 100 TB data, okay, you can store till 100 TB data. If you want to store more than that one means, you cannot, you have to buy again. Okay, means again you have to maintain your server room and separate employee for that. And you have to maintain all the things again. So instead of that, if you are using the cloud environment means, so you can scale up directly. Okay, you can increase your memory. Okay, just you can purchase at the time of whenever you are getting the data, that time you can purchase and you can go with your business or not. So your business get not stop. Okay, you will be continuing that one. Even processing prospect speed also, by changing the warehouse sizes and all, you can increase your performance or not. Okay, you can get the analysis in short time. Okay, so that and all, there are many cloud features are there with Snowflake. Okay, all cloud features will be, just Snowflake means it's a one cloud database. It can be, it will communicate, it will access all the cloud data. Okay, if you have any file, huge amount of file, 1 TB file, Snowflake can read seconds only. But if you are considering any traditional systems, Teradata, Hive and all means, it will take huge amount of data. It may take 1 hour or 2 hours to read 1 TB of data, 1 TB, 2 TB of data. But if you are considering the cloud databases means, it will be scan, your entire table scan will be in very seconds only. Okay, just cloud features, just if you go and search what all the cloud features will be there in real time, everything will be there in the Snowflake. Okay, to Oracle means, for why Snowflake separately will use for means, just for warehousing purpose. and if you want to do means it's a inbuilt software, it's a implemented software. They will give the software as a service. Okay, if you are using the software means they will charge something. Okay, you are as using as a software as a service, that we can say that one. Okay, so it provides the warehouse means it's a compute engine. Okay, your server, we can say data warehouse. Here warehouse sizes means this word meaning. Okay, easy to use, there is no not required any installations. You can it's a more flexible to handle the your traditional data and all. Okay, you can do transactional things and you can do the analysis things with the Snowflake and all. Okay, and also cost wise very less. Okay, because it's a cloud based, right? So how much storage you are using, that much only you can pay. Okay, how much time you are utilizing, that much for that time only you can pay. No need to pay other for other things. Okay, so that is the advantage with Snowflake and all. Okay, next it's a cloud service. Already I have told, right? So for this one, there is no not required any hardwares and all physical things and all. Snowflake will maintain all the things, your servers, your storage, everything. Just you need to just create one account in the storage. Okay, so let me create one Snowflake account. Just you can create one storage account, Snowflake account. You can use just you can give the some details for that, and you will get the mail in the your mail. Okay, so with that you can directly you can open that one. Okay, internally Snowflake company will maintain the all the things. Okay, your database, your storage, everything. No need to install anything, no need to configure anything. Just you have to create the account, that's it. Okay, everything will manage by the Snowflake. Okay, it's completely running in the cloud infrastructure. Okay, just you can read about what is cloud, how it will works, what are all the features. So all the AWS, so Azure and the GCP, all three clouds will support by the Snowflake. Okay, just you have to at the time of creation you have to select the which cloud you want to go with. Okay, let's start one. Okay, let me create one account. You can give some any company name and you can give some select some designation, anything. Okay, data engineer. Okay, if you are giving that one means just you have to select any of the cloud. There are different types of editions are there, we'll explain that one. Just you can take the you can select any cloud. Okay, if you are choosing the Amazon AWS means you have to select that region. Okay, means here it will utilize the your service. Okay, and just this one by getting started you will get the mail to the your mailbox. Okay, with that you can directly open the Snowflake and all. Okay, no not required any installations and all. Okay, how internally. Okay, anybody have any doubts why we will use for the Snowflake, why we can go with the Snowflake, why people are moving to Snowflake? Anybody have any doubts? Yeah, database, database and data warehouse. Yeah, what is database, can you tell me? Collection of obs. Yeah, table views, any database objects, right? Yeah, everything will be there in the data warehouse. Okay, why specifically we can say data warehouse means if you let's assume you are doing some business, you are storing some financial objects. Okay, you are storing some financial data. Okay, as an organization, I am doing business in different countries. I want to do analysis on the particular country business. I want to get the information about all whole world information. Okay, means I want to collect the all the information. On top of that, I will do the analysis. Okay, financial data, accounting information, some HR information. So like that, if you want to combine all the databases. Okay, on top of that you can able to do the analysis. Okay, means collection of all the databases, we can say data warehousing. Okay, just I understand these are not why you are collecting these things and all means to do the analysis. Okay, you will go with normally we'll call that one as a data warehouse. Sorry, columnar storage. See, data will be how data is storing internally. That is as of now not covered. Let me explain. Okay, for your understanding purpose. See, normally in data in table means data will be as a in a row format, right? Okay, first will let's assume EMP table means. Let me open one file. Okay, this is okay. You are storing your data is in the form of rows. Okay, you are having employee number. Next column is the some day by using some delimiters. You are storing your one record. Okay, 1 to 3 employee information you are storing as a one row. Okay, columnar storage means 1 to 3 employee information will be this is horizontally you are storing the data. Okay, you are having the metadata information as a columnar, and you will sorry as a separate columns, and you are storing in the space same places you are using you are storing the your values. Okay, in case of columnar format what will happen now, this entire row will become separate column, this entire row will become separate column, this entire row will become separate column, like the data will be stored. Okay, what is the advantage of with columnar storage and all means just it is having the one key. Okay, for each and each columnar having the columnar data having the key. Whenever you are querying the data directly it will search for the keys, it won't scan entire data. Okay, since it is separately storing as a 1 to 3 okay, ABC, and this is separate. Okay, it will scan only this column. Okay, it won't go to this one. If you are searching in the row format row format based file means it will system will scan entire record. Okay, but if you are scanning the columnar storage records means it will scan only keys, so that it will retrieve the very fast manner. Just nothing is there. Data will be stored horizontal. Horizontal means inside that one data will be saved in the separate, okay, memory locations. There will be some files, and there will be some blocks. Okay, the internal mechanism memory mechanism is different. Okay, but storage is like this. Just now I told, right, instead of scanning the entire row it will scan only your keys, so data will be retrieved very fast manner, and it easily you can compress this one. Okay, let's assume you are having 100 columns. This one means this 100 columns you can easily compress. But in case of if you are storing this, even you can do compression and all for the row things and all, but that is little bit occupied. If you are having space means, see, you have to give that one space, right? You have to give space. Space also will occupy that one. Just for your understanding I'm telling, but internally it's not like that. The for that separate mechanism will be there, internal mechanism. Just it will scan the only these things. Okay, there are different columnar formats like parquet and uh, ORC, like that we are having so many columnar formats and all. Okay, that we'll discuss later. Okay, maybe our topic will go deviate. Okay, are you understanding that one? Hello, somebody asked the questions, you should acknowledge that one, right? Yeah, Mali. Yeah. No, actually there is no change. Just one time integration, that one. Okay, just one time setup. I will teach all the clouds. Okay, how means that cloud service I will take one for maintaining the stages and all, I will take AWS, Azure, and GCP. I will explain three topics. Okay, how we can store from AWS, how we can store from Azure, how we can store from GCP. But for internal, okay, normal things and all, you can take any cloud. There is no difference. Okay, just yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, if you have knowledge on Snowflake SQL, that will be fine. Okay, easily you can understand the Snowflake topics. Just it's a matter of one topic is 1 hour. That's the nothing is there. Theoretically, you have to understand. That's it. As a developer, you won't do much with the Snowflake and all. PLSQL knowledge in Snowflake will support all PLSQL things like procedures, functions, everything is there in the Snowflake as well. So as of now, that SQL language procedures are not supporting. Going actually, they are implementing. Okay, Snowflake it's a not means it came just 3 years back only. So going forward, it will improve. As of now, they are building the procedures and all by using Snowflake JavaScripts and all. Yeah, if you have knowledge on PL SQL, that will be easy to write the procedures and functions in Snowflake. Yeah, yes, yes. It's a cloud storage. Okay, you are not storing anything. Snowflake will store the data and your objects, everything. Just you have to log in as if how you are logging your Facebook now. Same way you can log in. Just you can create one account. You can log in that one. You can work on that one. Your Snowflake environment will be like this only. Okay, let me open this one. Yeah, see, Snowflake will maintain that. Snowflake company will maintain that one. Yeah, this trial versions and all will work 15 days only. If you want to continue that your data and your operations continue, if you want to continue means you have to pay for them. Okay, there will be some different pricing bands are there. Based upon that, you have to pay that one. Okay, see, Snowflake will support three clouds. Okay, even okay, by default they are already having the agreement with the AWS cloud and Azure cloud and GCP cloud. People wants to that client which cloud they want to go with, that one means that they will select. Okay, let's assume you are having you are doing some project. Okay, for that already your company is integrated with AWS. Okay, still apart from that, if you want to use the database as a Snowflake, okay, you can select already you are having the account with AWS, right? So if you are using actually cloud, Snowflake will communicate with other cloud as well. Okay, even though if you are by default using AWS or something, if you want to communicate with GCP and one, it will integrate, that is no issue. But why separately you go with cloud environment means already you are having agreement, you are having some building activities for other projects or for other purposes and all. Okay, for accessing the databases and all, you can use same data same cloud here as well. Yes, yes, internal means you are not storing anything. Okay, your organization will not store anything. Snowflake company will maintain that one. Okay, they are having how cloud AWS data centers are there. Same way Snowflake also having the data centers. Okay, they will maintain all the things. Okay, let's see how many data centers are there. Okay, they are also having how. These are all the cloud centers they are having already. Okay, so Snowflake. Okay, in US, in South America, this is Europe. Okay, in India also they are having the Snowflake data centers. Same how AWS Azure is having, same way they are also separately maintaining the data centers for that. Okay, yeah. Anybody have any doubts? Yeah, yeah, yeah. All clouds are having the their own data warehouses and all, but separately. Yeah, Redshift and all same thing is there. How it will work, same thing. He means it is easy to integrate. Okay, compared to other warehouses, na easily it will. You can integrate that one. Means migration things they are giving more flexibility. And one more thing, migration perspective. See, this Snowflake is implemented by the Oracle people and Teradata people. So most of the places, whatever how SQL, okay, what are all the things SQL support, all the things will support by the Snowflake. Okay, means all the functions. Most of the places, people will use these things only. Okay, so your whatever your under means in traditional databases, whatever functions, procedures, whatever it may be, all the objects, whatever is there, everything will support in the Snowflake. So your conversion is not required much. Okay, compare if you are using the Redshift or any other things, means you have to convert specifically. So for migrating the data or migrating the code, okay, you have to spend more time. Okay, so means you are spending the time is definitely you are paying so much amount for that. Okay, and it's specific to specific cloud. Okay, you are using the Redshift, means that will be specific to that cloud. And if you are using the AWS Lambda, means that is specific to AWS. Like that it will be there. But in if you are using the Snowflake, means you can use any cloud. Okay, that is your choice. Okay, and your migration perspective won't take much time. And also the additional features means you are having pricing compared to that and one, it is less prices and all. Okay, and it will be easily integrate with any earlier whatever we are having the scheduler tools and all, right? So that integration will be very easy compared to other things. Okay, other warehouses and all. Okay, are you clear? Yeah, anybody have any doubts? Shall I go ahead? It support both. Okay, if you want to perform after loading, if you want to perform transformations, everything, you can do that one. If you want to perform while loading time itself, if you want to perform any transformations and all, it will support. Okay, it will both. Yeah, you can do directly. Just you have to extract the data and you can load that one by using some ETL tools and all. Okay, yes, Snowflake itself will work as a ETL tool. Okay, anybody have any doubts? Shall I go ahead? Yeah, yeah, tell me. Somebody is talking. Okay, yeah, Snowflake architecture, how it is defined. Okay, earlier days actually we are using the some shared disk shared disk and multi-cluster. Okay, and there are few places Teradata, Netezza things and all, means separate storage will be there, separate cluster will be there for each and everything. Okay, like that so many things are there. Okay, so by combining all the things, Snowflake is defined. So let's talk about shared disk. What is shared disk? Means you are having one single storage. Okay, if you are using the multi cluster, okay, if you are applying on the multiple applications, okay, separate clusters you are maintaining. Okay, it will share your storage, and it will access your metadata, and that will be maintained by separately with the your clusters. Okay, if you are maintaining the separately means definitely you will well organized, we can say that one. Okay, you are not storing anything, you are not retrieving, so you can do the means you cannot perform the parallel processing because storage is single. If you want to let's assume this cluster wants to perform on the any actions and all means other cluster needs to wait. Okay, like that there will be some drawbacks with the shared disk storage, shared disk and shared storage with the single cluster and all. Okay, if you are means here there is some advantages disadvantages with this one, and with this one also stay share nothing, and it's a decentralized means your data is distributed in the different disk. There will be separate clusters means each cluster is talking communicating with separate storage. Okay, like that there will be uh, shared nothing architecture. Okay, we here it can be processed very fast manner because this cluster is communicating with this storage only, so easily it will retrieve the data. Okay, if here means you need to wait till this one. Okay, because your metadata everything will be maintained in the clusters. Okay, and the data only distributed in different places. So there will be some advantages and disadvantages with the traditional databases and all to do the analysis things and all. But Snowflake everything it's implemented. Okay, they may separated the database, your storage as a separate, and your cluster is separate, and your whatever you are having the metadata in the clusters. Okay, that actually separated as a separate layer. So and your clusters, okay, whatever your clusters means in Snowflake we can say warehouse. Okay, that warehouses it can be shared your data, and it can be shared your metadata also. Okay, because it's a metadata is separated, but in your traditional databases metadata is specific to particular cluster. It cannot share, okay, this cluster metadata information to this one. Okay, like that it will be there, but in Snowflake they separated, and they are centralized. Okay, here we in this one it means these two features whatever they are having, they are implemented in the Snowflake. Okay, this we can say centralized multi-cluster shared data architecture, we can say this one, Snowflake. Okay, how it will be, I will explain. Okay, this is a hybrid of traditional shared disk and shared nothing databases. Hybrid means it's a combination. Okay, just we can say for understanding purpose. I told right there will be some drawbacks with this one. Means it's a metadata information, everything will be well distributed. Okay, easily it can access for particular object information and all. With this one you can do parallel processing. Okay, but we cannot you cannot apply that parallel processing here. Okay, that and all overcome here. Okay, that and all we are implemented in the Snowflake. This is the in a high level structure. Okay, because in here I told right that you are separated the database separately, and it separated the your metadata information. Okay, that and all comes under separate layer called cloud services. How architecture will be there, I will show you. Okay, the in Snowflake there is having three layers. One is the cloud services layer and compute layer, and there is a storage layer. Okay, storage layer means your storage information. It can be any cloud. Okay, it can be either AWS, Azure, or GCP, anything. You can store any cloud database here, and it separates your virtual machine. Okay, virtual machines means your processing engines. It's separated. Its computer resources will be separately you are maintaining. In cloud services layer, it completely maintained by your Snowflake. Okay, in this one we are having different services called authentication and access control. Authentication means whether you are having authorized person or not. Okay, user specific. Okay, if you are a particular user is having authentication or not. And access control based upon your roles and responsibilities, you can be able to access the database objects and all. Okay, infrastructure things and all. Okay, and optimization query plan things and comes under this optimization. Okay, transaction managers, your CRUD operations, like how your means what are operations you are performing, DML operations, insert, update, delete. Okay, everything comes under transaction manager. Okay, this will be maintained separately. And security. Okay, role based upon roles and responsibilities, there will be some other objects for security. Okay, to maintain the security things and all. Okay, the and metadata layer, this is very important, it is separately. Okay, result cache. Okay, like that we are having so many components. Okay, that will be maintained by Snowflake by default. Okay, this is the completely with Snowflake company only. This whatever services we are using, that is for charge for this one. Whatever you are storing separately, how much data you are storing. Okay, that's come for the your storage cost, and how much time you are utilizing your software, Snowflake software. Okay, execution time. Okay, and everything comes under for compute resources charge. Okay, this is the very high level architecture. Yeah, that features I will, as of now I have not explained features, I will explain that one. Okay, there are so many features are there, Snowflake features, in that I will cover that one. Okay, because it class may get deviate, that's way. Okay, I will explain the features. Okay, just if you know what is the structure, how it will be, then I will explain the features so you can easily understand that one. Okay, there is the failover retention period, time travel. There are so many features are there with Snowflake that will explain. Okay, in this architecture, anybody have any doubt? Everybody is clear, right? Yeah. Okay, just now already explained. Database storage means it can be any cloud, AWS, Azure, or uh, GCP. Okay, this compute layer means it's your server. Okay, warehouses is actually different sizes of servers are there in the Snowflake. Okay, like extra small means extreme small and small, like how you are having the T-shirt sizes and all. Same way it will be there. Okay, billing activities and all based upon the credits. Okay, how much time you are, okay, how much credits you are utilizing. Okay, for each credit, how much cost it is there. Okay, let me show the pricing and all for the this one. Okay, Snowflake pricing. There are some different editions are there within Snowflake. Okay, like enterprise and standard and business critical, like that we are having the different editions in the Snowflake. Standard edition means it will support few features. Enterprises will additionally added some other features. Business critical means it will be some having some additional features. Okay, based upon the your cloud selection, there will be some features, additional features. Okay, if you are using the AWS as a cloud service means you can be able to use a virtual okay, private cloud and all. Okay, if you are using Azure means you won't be having the private cloud and all. Okay, with the standard editions you will get the features like whatever normal traditional database will support, all the things will be comes under this one. And the one day time travel only support with the standard editions. And there will be some features all there here. Okay, snow site means you can be able to show dashboard, you can reproduce, you can be able to see the data in means flow charts. Okay, like that you can see that one. And you can be share the data into the other people. Okay, for reporting purpose and all. Okay, external functions will be support. There are separate features will be there with each and every edition. Okay, and the costing will be also different. Okay, you have to select the which service you have to use, and just by even it's a regional specific also. Okay, these are all the editions with AWS. Okay, if you are using the Azure means you might be not having that private cloud and all. Okay, these are all the features and how much cost for each credit. Okay, $2 per hour. Okay, per credit. Okay, like that it will be there. Okay, let me come here. Okay, if you are using, okay, if let's consider if warehouse size is extreme small, okay, means in that you are having the one single cluster. Okay, if you are running that cluster 1 hour, means you will be consuming one credit. Okay, for one credit it will be Snowflake will be charged by 0.0003. Okay, it's per 1 second it will be 0.0003, means you are using 1 second by the your cluster, means you will be consume this much credit. Okay, for one credit they will charge $2. Okay, like that, based upon your warehouse size, your credits consumption will be there, and based upon your warehouse size, your servers will be allocated. Okay, let me show you in this one. Okay, if you are selecting this way, if you are creating the warehouse sizes, means let me create, let me switch to count admin. Okay, see, UI will be like this, and there is a two types of UIs are there. One is classic UI and snow site UI. Okay, I don't know, something happened with this one. Actually, it's they are implementing. Okay, we are not able to see the classic UI. Actually, it's a snow site only coming now for trial versions and all. But normally it will work. Okay, maybe after 2 3 versions, every week, every 15 days, they will introduce new versions for. Okay, means continuously they are improving the things and all. So maybe some problems with the current version. Now we cannot able to see the classic UI actually. So this is the UI. Okay, there are so many features are there, dashboards, data will be separately maintaining. Okay, how warehouses are now. Okay, you can create the databases, warehouses, everything, the UI itself. Okay, and schemas, tables, everything you can create UI, and you can write the script for that. Okay, and how you can share the data to other users and all, that one all becomes here. Okay, activities. Okay, activities, what are all the queries we are run, everything will be there in the UI. Okay, what are all the commands we are run previously. Okay, your metadata information will be there, and query history, copy history. Copy history means data loading history. Okay, task in if you are created any task, means that will comes under task history. Okay, there will be some admin activities. Okay, you can create while select this one, you can select that warehouse sizes and all. Okay, let me create one warehouse. Okay, just see the how the warehouse sizes, means if you are using the extreme small warehouse sizes, means you can consume 0.003 seconds per second. If you are selected the two small warehouse size, means you will consume 0.0006. Okay, like that you will consume the your credits. Okay, for each credit, for one credit you will be charged based upon your uh, based upon your cloud service, and based upon your edition of the Snowflake, which edition you are using. Okay, business critical means there will be additional features. Okay, and wherever you are using the banking applications, such type of very sensitive information and all, means will go with the business cluster. Enterprise normal business and all, you will go with this business cluster and all. Okay, like that there will be using some different editions. Okay, it's a more of how you are getting the in the any of the cloud, that virtual machines and all. Okay, it's a server. Yeah, auto scaling means, see, you can create a number of warehouses here. Okay, when let's assume you are working with huge amount of data. Okay, if you are working with very small amount of very small cluster, means it will take too much time. Okay, if you are increase your warehouse size, means it will reduce the. Okay, let's assume earlier you are running with extreme small. That time your query is executing 1 minute. Okay, if you are increase your warehouse size, okay, to small. Okay, then what will do, it will be reduced half of the time. Okay, means it will do the parallelly. Okay, it will take the data, means your data is separately storing. Okay, because by seeing this architecture you can come to know, you can the clusters whatever you are having at computer layer, it can do the parallel. Okay, means data will be get from the storage layer, metadata is getting from the cloud services layer by each cluster. So your query process will be done in parallelly, so that your query execution time will get reduced. Okay, so by changing the warehouse size, you will do the scale up and scale. Okay, scale up means you will you are increasing the warehouse size. Scale down means you are, let's assume I want to go with a small amount. Okay, very small amount of cluster, you can do that one just by changing the warehouse size. That's it. You can, yeah, for that we are having separate features. Auto, we have to enable the features. Okay, there is an advanced feature. Okay, in that we are having the auto scale enable, that we can explain, I will later. Okay, when that once that topic comes. See, if I am telling everything now itself means only that topic will deviate. Whatever I want to tell, that I may not cover. Okay, just one by one I will go with that one. Okay, I know you are already aware of that. What is auto scaling? What is scale down? What is scale up? Scale in? Okay, that all the things. But I will explain later that and all. Okay. Anybody have any doubts till now? What is warehouse? What is storage? What is cloud services? What is metadata? Okay, how pricing will be there in the Snowflake? Okay. uh, I will go. I will cover all the. I will explain the syllabus. What are all the topics I will go cover with the Snowflake. Okay, architecture and concept, whatever is there, I will explain. Okay, in this architecture topics, and what different types of virtual, how we can create the warehouse, and how we can give grants to the particular user. Okay, how we can create the database. Everything I will explain this virtual warehouses topics. Data ingestion. Okay, I will explain all the clouds. Okay, on premises and cloud to cloud, how we can ingest the data into the Snowflake. Okay, I will take all the examples from AWS and Azure and HGCP. Okay, these are all the external stages. Okay, external environments, and I will explain on premises also how we can do that one. And I will cover the all the topics like JSON data, how we can load. Okay, means semi-structured data, how we can load structured data, CSV, the type of files, how we can store everything. I will explain. Okay, and how we can utilize the previous query history things. If we are getting any issues with the data loading and all, how we can change that one, how we can do the transform, and how we can validate, and how we can load the things and all. I will explain in the data ingestion things. And this continuous ingestion. Okay, this data, for this one actually we will use the copy command and put command. Okay, so if you are getting the data continuously, how you can configure. Okay, snowpipe and all I will explain. And what are all the database objects means you know already, the tables, views, everything. Okay, how internally data. Okay, different file formats, everything I will cover in this topic. How we can clone the data. Okay, clone means let's assume you are having the one amount of data. Okay, I want to create one more table as a copy of the table. Okay, in normal database means create table name as select star from DMP means what it will do, it will allocate the separate memory for that, whatever we are having the other table. Okay, instead of that we can do the cloning. Okay, means without copying the data, we can utilize that one separately. Okay, or only that memory only we can utilize later on for the existing data. For new transactions, that will be separate. Okay, that I will explain. Zero, how we can do the zero clopping and all. How we can go and retrieve the time travel. Okay, before 10 minutes, before statement execution, what all the records are there. Okay, how we can fetch that one. Okay, I will comes under time travel. Okay, something happen with your disasters. Okay, for the clouds and all, how we can recover. all the things comes under fail safe. Okay, there are different types. Okay, tables are there. Okay, what all the tables comes under fail safe. Okay, that and all will come. I will explain this one. Continuous data pipelines, streams, tasks. Okay, there are different topics are there in the Snowflake to get the audit trail and all. What are all the transactions you are performed, okay, previously on the particular objects. Okay, that and all comes under task. How you can schedule the jobs and all will comes under task. Okay, that I will explain. Okay, data sharing, how you can share the data to the particular other users. Okay, business users. If you want to generate maybe BA people is separate, Snowflake will be Snowflake people will be separate, and data science people will be separate. You are working as a separate organizations or separate departments. So how you can share the data to the particular persons. Okay, there is a concept called data shares in the Snowflake that will comes under this one. Okay, how you can manage the users. Okay, user hierarchy in the Snowflake. Okay, by seeing this URL you can come to know that when there are some different users are there. Okay, account admin, security admin, sysadmin, like that. Okay, there will be some different levels of users are there. Okay, how we can see that one in the user management. Okay, and UDF and UDTF. UDF means if let's assume Oracle some function is working, but Snowflake maybe may not work. Okay, so for that we can create the equivalent function in Snowflake. Okay, or in Oracle we are having the one procedural function. Okay, for that we need to create the equivalent function in Snowflake. So that we can say UDF, user defined functions. If that function is returning the tables and all means we can say UDTF. Okay, user defined table functions and all. Okay, procedures, whatever is there, procedural things, tree, T-SQL, and Oracle procedures. Okay, we can write in the Snowflake as well by using different languages. Okay, Java, JavaScript, okay, SQL. Okay, we are having so many languages to, so many languages will support in the Snowflake. And how we can do the performance tuning. Okay, how we can organize the data. Okay, I will explain these topics. Next, we can do the masking. Okay, if you want to get account information as a some star, okay, you want to show your other number as a only for last four digits of number, before that whatever you are having, that you will show as a some masking. Okay, so that comes under masking policies. Okay, you need to create some policy for that, and you have to display by using some case statements and all, or creating the UDFs and all. Okay, how we can showcase that one, that I will come cover under masking policies. Next, migrate. I will explain one or two migration projects. As of now, I have involved in the four migration projects. How I did everything, I will explain. Okay, what are all the prerequisites? What are all the components we need to migrate? How we can do that one? I will going to cover with the migration project. Okay. Anybody have now? We can ask any questions, please. If anybody have any doubts. Hello. Hello. Yeah. No, see, architect means you will be having other knowledges also. Okay, not only Snowflake. You should be aware of that RDBMS and how cloud actually works and how the infrastructure in the organization. So you have to understand all the things. As a developer, you will be working with database objects. Okay, but architect means you have to create the pipelines. You have to give the guidance, everything. Okay, I won't cover architecture things and all. Okay, I will give idea on developer perspective. Actually, I will cover only developer perspective. Yeah, we can say both same. Yeah, maybe high experienced people may join here. I am telling, I may not cover architect things and all. I will cover only developer perspective, what all the things required. Just I am giving information. Mostly you will get implementation and migration projects. Okay, migrations means whatever you are having source side. I'm getting some noise from your end. Can you? Yeah, whatever objects are there in the source side. Okay, source means it can be any rdbms or it can be hive, anything. Okay, so you need to replicate. Okay, you need to create a equivalent scenarios in the Snowflake side. Okay, as a developer you have to create. Okay, let's assume you are having the tables and everything in the hive side. Okay, so hive side, there will be partition tables and there will be some external tables. Okay, you need to replicate here as well. How you can create that one in Snowflake? Okay, in the migration project, I'm telling. Okay, means you will be working with all the database objects like streams, object, task, tables, views, material views, and there will be some shares. Okay, these are all the topics you will go work with as a developer. Okay, whether it is implementation or migration, you will be working with that one only. Okay, that whatever there in the hive side. Okay, means source side, whatever queries you are having, you need to write the equivalent code in the Snowflake side as a developer. Yeah, anybody have any doubts? Okay, if everybody is clear, just ping me that mail IDs and phone numbers. Okay, sorry, somebody pinged me. This is Snowflake ETL ELT. That is actually, it's both. It will support both.